那接下来还有我们就是一些针对一些更年轻的80后、90后，他们现在也是职场的主力军。那其实他们也有比较多的困惑，比如说他们希望能够这个看得起更瘦、就是更苗条，然后更满意，对体重更满意一些，也想活得更健康一些。但是具体怎么来去做才是最好的一种做法，其实确实有很多的疑问。那对这个年龄段，对80后、90后这些我们现在职场的主力军，包括就是现在的所谓的千禧的一代，这些人最重要的是什么？如果要想在未来的时段能够活得更长久、更健康需要做什么？最关键的是什么？
Yes. That generation is the most stressed generation that we've ever seen. And part of that is all the technology and the different web pages that they go to where everyone is perfect and everyone is slim and everyone is beautiful. Well, that's not the way life really is, but that's what they see. So I encourage them first to learn how to deal with those things, and that has to start very young in life. Secondly, try to understand and develop their passion, develop their goals. And like we've told our children, first off, we love them very much unconditionally. Second off, when you're doing something, do it as well as you can. Don't be the best, be your best, do the best you can. And then finally, find your passion, find what you enjoy doing, and do it as well as you can, and enjoy it. Otherwise, I think that it's so hard these days. There's so many things coming at us on the internet that we see all this perfection, and that's not life. That's truly not life. We're not perfect, but we can do the best we can, and that if we're doing things we love to do, that really will help you tremendously. And I think that's good advice for all of us, no matter what age we are or where we are in our careers. Every day when we wake up, just do your best, be the best you can be, and love and really enjoy what you're doing every day. I tell them, this millennial generation is eating much more ultra-processed foods, and that fits their lifestyle. So the next thing is to work on their eating habits and to try to slip in some things that are very healthy for them to eat: the fruits, the vegetables, the legumes, the whole grains, with less sodium in it. And that's something that they have to work on every day. But just a little bit of work can really help them in the long run.
好，刚才聊完了这个80后、90后的这些人的这个健康的这个问题。那其实我们还有另外一群人，就是可能很多观众也是这个年龄段，就是退休的人。另外的话，就是我们很多观众的爸爸妈妈，对吧？他们退休了，这些人的话，面临着一个这个衰老的问题。那怎么能够去从哪方面去入手做，或者说最关键的点是什么，可以去延缓衰老，就是能够就是总的目的也是更健康、更长寿。不知道在这方面，这个科佩基博士有什么这个建议？
Yes, a wonderful point, wonderful question. The when you get to an older part of your life, or the latter stages of your life, many people think that what is done and we can't change it, that we can't help ourselves, we can't help our mental decline, we can't help our physical decline. But that is very untrue. I tell patients that your muscles do not know the year they were born. If you tell them to be active, they will be active. It doesn't matter what age you are. And also the diet that we eat is very important at that age. We need more protein. We don't absorb it as well. We benefit much more from healthy foods, the whole foods, and with less sodium. And so a study actually looked at this in people that were over age 65 and said, what if you take your body and you put healthy foods into it? the fruits, the vegetables, whole grains, legumes, a little bit of meat, less sodium, certainly, because we want to keep blood pressure down, because blood pressure is elevated in about 90% of people over age 65. And the second thing was have them be active physically. And like we talked earlier, maybe little short bouts of activity, and then not be sedentary, get up and move around every hour or two. And they looked at their brain function, multiple tests of their brain and their thinking ability and their executive functions, which means doing things like balancing checkbooks and abstract thinking. And they found that if you can do these two things, specifically the eating healthy and the physical activity, that while your body ages chronologically, it'd be 1 year, your body would only age and your brain would only age 9 months. So it really does slow the aging process for many reasons, but that's been shown. And I think it's very helpful for people in that age group to understand that it's not a fait accompli. You can actually change your trajectory of your health, no matter where you are, what point in your life, you can make it better.
我觉得这个科佩基博士这个总结的也非常好哈，因为他其实这个就刚才也提到，面对2次挑战，然后这个现在能够你看一直还如此的健康当然这个大家也可以猜猜他的年龄，所以这个我觉得他这方面也做得非常好，所以他真的是以自己的亲身的这个实践去证实了这个很多这个我们刚才提到的一些技巧的这个价值。包括一些理念的价值在此呢，我觉得也真的是祝贺这个科佩奇博士他这个战胜这个挑战，然后也是这个祝愿他以后就是能够就是这个用我们这个中国人喜欢说的这个祝语，就是健康长寿，这个能够活过这个100年，然后这个越长久越好。所以这个刚才这个科佩奇博士总结的一些经验，我觉得就是很值得大家去思考，去学习，对。然后接下来的话，还有一个比较有意思的话题，就是那个也有很多朋友问到，就今年刚好是这个健康体重管理年，这本书有一章节专门来写的体重管理，所以这本书也是很应景哈，这个出的也很应景我们刚好政府的这个会议上，对吧？我们的卫健委的主任这个雷海潮主任这个刚好提了这个健康管理年，所以在此呢，我也想这个有一些健康这个体重方面的一些问题，就是怎么管理体重的问题有的朋友也问就是你看，尤其是涉及到体重管理的时候，会比较流行的生酮饮食和轻断食，这个我想这2年很流行很多人都听说过不知道这个科佩基博士您怎么看这2种这个饮食的方式用来做体重管理这方面的这个作用？
Yes, another excellent question. The intermittent fasting is something that we have done, our species has done for millions of years, because we did not have refrigerators and convenience stores we can go to in the middle of the night. So we would, when we would go to sleep, we would not eat usually until the next day. And we go for many hours without eating throughout our existence on this planet. But that's not the perfect answer. Early studies have shown that intermittent fasting does seem to help people lose weight. But once more people went to the intermittent fasting, issue is that the keto diet has really been around for 180 years. It was described first around 1850, the year 1850, by a person in London who was an undertaker. And he said that he was going to give this keto diet to the world because it would help conquer obesity. And it's been, 180 years, and it has not conquered obesity yet. So it's not going to work because we cannot continue keto diet forever. Eventually, your body wants carbohydrates. And the carbohydrates, remember, are the fruits, the vegetables, the legumes, the whole grains. And the carbohydrates is what we have eaten, about 55 or 60% of our calories for hundreds of thousands and millions of years. But we eat no calorie carbohydrates, which is called fiber. There's not a calorie in fiber, but the fiber is only found in things that grow from the ground, not from animal sources. So while these diets are felt to be, they're not really even fad diets. They're diets that we all love to eat because people love to eat a lot of beef and oil and fat from animals. But it's not the answer to weight loss, unfortunately. The other part of the weight loss now is the ultra-processed foods. In that ultra-processed foods, I was taught in medical school that a calorie is a calorie is a calorie. And that's not true with ultra-processed foods. Studies have shown that ultra-processed foods, you gain more weight from the calorie in ultra-processed food than you do a calorie from an apple or a peanut, say. So the less ultra-processed foods we eat, the better. And the younger you are, the more ultra-processed foods we're eating and the more weight you can gain from it. So it's something that is very hard to overcome because there's so much of it coming at us, the ultra-processed foods. We need to change a little bit how we eat and a little bit of how we supply food for the population in our countries.